awkward position. It's like, okay, well, Kuro would normally tell us exactly what we need to do here.
Daddy brings the discipline. And right now, they've got mommy and RMN. So
right, exactly. It's like you can have sleepovers every night and eat all the chocolate and ice cream that you want.
Exactly.
And all of a sudden, the kids are getting fat.
Maybe they're having more fun, but
it's obesity, for sure.
Yeah. We pops a Ghost Shroud, and there was so much magic. The problem is his team can't really bail him out. Goes for the Reaper Scythe last second on the Limp because he's like, well, I might as well throw it down. But Limp does not take that much damage for it. GH, who completed a BKB just to try and deal with this. Nice net into Meteor Hammer combo that will kill Hanskin. And they actually going to go back in here. They're going to go on to S4. Supernova finally going down. Nico Baby immediately jumps in, tries to deal with the egg. Do they have any protection for it whatsoever? Again and again and again, they just cannot seem to protect GH and his Supernova.
Yeah, usually you have some sort of like Tiny or Axe or whoever.
Where's the Venn diagram of the bubble? Dragon Tail in on its Storm Spirit as he jumps in. Now he'll get some kills for it. RMN actually barely surviving there, but nice reaction there from Mind Control, getting the instant stun onto Limp. Still though, they have broken Nigma a bit, and they're going to be able to get some decent damage onto the tier 3. FNG is probably going to be left behind though.
I mean, you technically maybe could TP here. Okay, or you can just die on RMN.
Yeah,
that works too. Dude, Nico Baby.
Is Nico Baby really just too strong to contend with? This Scotty. I mean, it plays havoc with all of their heroes. They have so much heal going around, and you have a Dragon Knight.
Yeah, I mean, he's just looking like a god in this game, like play-wise too. I almost feel like he could be on any hero, and he would look like this. I suppose the early game was set up really nicely for him based on his hero, but I feel like he's just feeling himself right now. Like he just feels really good. Like this guy's instincts are killer right now.
Hype almost done for FNG. That'll be a significant reduction in damage from Nigma, where they're already suffering, doing enough damage to get somebody Reaper Scythed.
Glimmer Pipe, man. Like that is so much magic resistance on whoever he puts those on. Yeah, that is really rough for the Egg and all of the magic damage that Nigma have. It's basically all magic damage right now.
Seriously though, like isn't the whole play here just like Venn diagram up the egg and like...
The problem though is like Alliance is doing such a good job at pressuring Miracle in every fight that he has to Venn diagram himself just to survive. Like he's Venn diagramming himself in the back line, and then the Egg comes in and it's like, hello?
Yeah.
Am I alone? GH, we see him do this sort of play all the time. His Phoenix looks fantastic all the time, but this is looking like some feeding. Feednix, if you will.
Clever.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
That's all I'll give you. Paladin Sword picked up for the Necrophos. That's a significant upgrade, no doubt, but is it an upgrade that will save anybody here? BKB immediately goes off from GH.
He's a BKB.
Yeah,
I like that.
He's a golden fiery bird. And they're going to try and play around this ward they have on the high ground here. Sunray going out, trying to burn out some heroes with a tombstone on the high ground. I think Alliance are realizing this fight's going to be a little bit tough. Especially with the Egg on the high ground, underneath the magnetic field. Nico Babe still going for it. He does manage to take it down. Him and Limp combine forces to be able to take down both the supports nice and quick. Hanskin does die in the meantime, but Limp is bouncing back in, going for the Dragon Knight right now. The counter tombstone is doing so much work on the low ground. Mind Control is trying to deal with it. He finally does manage to get it, but still, it is doing too much work. Now, Limp and Nico Baby inside of the field, going for Miracle, knocks him up to the high ground. The high ground misses, will not, okay, never mind. No, they got him. They got him, and they'll stop Weehaw from being able to TP out too.
Man, if that team fight doesn't go well for you, for Nigma, I don't know what will.
Yeah.
That Egg on the high ground, with the arc ward
Ano
level 2 on the cliff, the ward, actually they had 2 wards, actually 3 wards if you count the other team's wards.
I think the bubble barely missed him.
You think so?
Yeah, because I was watching to the left hit him. So he definitely wasn't in the bubble. Yeah, it was working. So they must have barely missed it.
Does Nico Baby have MKB? No, he doesn't. Okay. Yeah. I think S4 does have an MKB though. And he was slamming some things up the high ground too.
I mean, this is just rough. I don't think they can use Reaper Scythe on anybody else but Nico Baby, because it's very clear that he has free reign of these team fights, which means he will just eventually win them. unless they have that counter.
I think you're right. We've seen it about 6 times in a row now. It's Nico versus the world at the end, and then Nico wins. No, you're 100% right. I think that is exactly what you need to figure out in this game as a Necro player is you know, sometimes you're just scything, sometimes you can just scythe a random guy in a fight and you're going to win, or maybe a support. Sometimes the way that you play the fight changes during the game, and I think...
Like the mid-engagement, where he gets gone on, totally understand. Throw the Reaper Scythe because you're going to die, but he was the last one alive in that fight. And you could see, because Reaper Scythe was used on S4, I'm guessing, that it was just like... I'm going to hit you.
Especially because S4, like, technically, you know, he could just buy back and then TP in, right? And
yeah,
that's
sure.
No skin off of S4's back. I think you're right. It's becoming more and more clear as this game progresses what the team fight priority needs to be for Wii. And it's more important for him to do that because Nico is so huge and they're having such issues with him. Maybe if this game is, you know, 5k gold lead for Alliance only, it's different. Maybe they have some silence on Miracle, maybe they have a Sheep, maybe just the stun on DK is enough. But like in this particular situation, you 100% have to scythe Nico, and then once he has an Aegis, once he has like a Lincoln Sphere, maybe there just isn't a way. Maybe you need to do some crazy backline jumping, impossible team fight to win. They must have seen this with how they're playing.
Yeah.
They have no words. They just...
I mean, they've got treants all over the place, and they had that treant that was in the ancient camp.
Maybe it caught like the animation. Sometimes you can see the animation.
Yeah. Either way, there's just like no heroes showing anywhere from all those treants, so...
Yeah, you get a gut feeling. It's like, what if they're not in their triangle in a 12k gold deficit, like where the hell are they?
I think they've got BKB on Mind Control and Scotty on Miracle, so those are really big upgrades. Oh, the ward on the high ground, swap back, and down in the low ground. Miracle's in big time trouble now. Tries to put himself up against the cliff with the bubble hanging out. It's actually pretty decent until Nico Baby jumps inside the bubble to be able to finish off Miracle. He's now dead. His Tempest double is still up and putting out some damage with a swap back in over to the high ground to get the Smart Blink out of the area. Make sure he's not going to get Reaper Scythe just yet. Nico Baby going back in, still has his, no, he actually uses BKB. Lip actually getting stunned up. That's an unfortunate situation. They're going to use the Reaper Scythe on him. All that magic resistance to prevent the extra death timer, but Limp still dies. He's immediately going to buy back. He sees this as an opportunity to be able to wipe out Nigma. See if they can actually just finish him off right here and now and take this game 1. They're going to bring down Mind Control. Weeha's not going to be able to TP out. Those 2 heroes with no buyback RMN also going to be caught as he tried to TP away. And there you have it. That's a free Roshan. That's a free high ground push. That is a lot of things for Alliance.
Yeah, no egg. He buys back, but he's no tombstone, right? Like, he used it in that fight. That was, once again, another one of these situations. You're fighting on a high ground perfectly for Nigma. Like, the initiation from Alliance was great, but that's kind of where you want to fight if you're Nigma. Like, almost as if they were baiting it. And it still doesn't go well, so what do you do? Oh, they're going to go straight to force. Force everything out of them.
Again, Nico Baby with those killer instincts that doesn't apply just to heroes, that applies to closing out the game as well. Goes to the back lines, hits GH with the stun, turns into an Undying real quickly, decays them up before he gets the kill onto the Phoenix. Meanwhile, Weehan's just being kited around while the rest of the team focuses on the tier 4s. Throne is exposed. BKB is up on Nico Baby, jumps to the other side of things and completely ignores Miracle. Miracle gets out the magnetic field, trying to protect this throne, and it's very difficult to get inside of it. So Nico Baby, he's going to have a hard time with this. Jumps to the other side, but his shield can still see it. The bubble perfectly matches the throne AoE, and they're just wasting all their time. Finally, the magnetic fields are down. They're going to focus on the throne. They should be able to finish up, and one more, a little bit more. They're jumping back and forth, trying to finish it off. The sun goes off on the Morphling. They might actually be able to hold this a little bit longer. FNG S4 with the second life. He's swinging on the magnetic field. It's going to run out eventually, but Supernova, it explodes on him. Another buyback. Nico Baby, he has to go for it. It's all him, all the diebacks. He needs a lot of more. He's got a second one coming up too. He's stunned up. They make just a full dieback. He's actually going to do it. Oh my god, the throne stays alive. S4's popped back. He's TPing it. He's TPing it. He's hitting the throne, but it's healed up. He's dead. They're diebacks. They've all popped back. They've all diebacked. What? What the fuck? What happened? Alliance? You... Look at my control. Oh, got him. Oh no.
They should.
And the game will continue.
If they lose this, they should just lose the whole series. I don't know how you come back from that.
Great job by Miracle. Keeping up those bubbles. Okay, you've got 70 seconds. Nigma cannot end the game. I don't think they can end the game. Or they're gonna end up in some really weird trying to hit the Ancient while also getting attacked by a bunch of supports. I mean, maybe they're gonna go for it. They're making this rapid move from tier 2. Let's see if they hit the tier 3 and immediately go for tier 4s. They are. Okay. The glyph goes down before they even hit tier 4 categories, so this is not bad, but still 15 seconds for the Storm Spear. This is gonna be a close call. Everyone inside the bubble to increase that attack speed. Lay out the Tombstone nice and early. They're gonna turn around and see if they can deal with FNG, who's trying to cut the wave right now. The range creep, he's actually trying to grab the rest of the creeps and take them out, but his tier 4 is already down, going for the throne. They do have the Meteor Hand with a little extra damage. Storm Spear's coming back up, but they don't have a way to protect the Ancient. They don't have that same kind of bubble. This is going to be Miracle. The boys taking it for Nigma.
Oh my god!
Oh, never say die, Jenkins. Goddamn. Alliance could have had it. They could have just taken the easy victory. They just could have said to themselves, we're just gonna take this one lane of barracks. If they failed on the Ancient push, they could have said, we don't need to buy back. It's all good. We're way ahead. Take ourselves a Roshan.